Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tosh, and the question of the day is SEO worth it? And the answer is yes. SEO can be time consuming, frustrating, and can be hard, but it's worth it. And this video is to explain what SEO even is for the beginners out there. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So SEO is actually an acronym for search engine optimization, and this pretty much means that SEO helps improve the quality of pages of your website in order for you to rank on search engines like Google. So SEO is very important. SEO has a lot to do with improving the user experience and user interaction, as well as boosting your blog traffic and giving authority to your blog. So that's why it's important. There are three main types of SEO that you need to worry about, and those are on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. And I'm going to explain each one of those in this video. So first, let's start with on-page SEO. On-page SEO is anything that helps improve the quality of your website within your website and within the content that you're making. So for example, your headlines/titles, your images, your keyword density in your content, your meta description, and your URL that you use are some of the examples of what on-page SEO is. And on-page SEO is a lot easier to understand and easier to navigate, most would say, than off-page SEO. And then next up, we have the infamous off-page SEO. And off-page SEO is a little more, it's harder and it's a little more difficult to understand, but once you understand it, it works great for you. So off-page SEO has to do with improving the quality of your website through things that are not and away from your website. So such things like social media marketing, advertisements, and one of the big things about off-page SEO are backlinks. Backlinks are highly important for off-page SEO. And if you don't know what backlinks are pretty much just when you link to someone else in your content or your article, or someone else links to you in their article or their content. So this can help boost your authority and build your SEO. With the more quality backlinks that you have, the better, and the higher you will rank on Google search. So backlinks are highly prioritized in SEO, so just keep that in mind. And then you have technical SEO. Technical SEO has a lot to do with your page speed and your mobile friendliness. There's a website called Page Insights you can go to check your page speed, just to make sure your page speed is up to par. Because a lot of people don't realize this, but your page speed can affect how many people are going to stay on your website and how long they're going to stay on your website. Think about it. If your website takes forever to load, people aren't going to wait around for it to load. People are really impatient. They're going to click out your website and probably never come back. So this is why it's super important to know your page speed and to get your page as fast as you can in order to boost your analytics and your metrics for your website. And then mobile friendliness. A lot of people use their phones to search things more than their desktops or their iPads. So it's really important that your website is mobile friendly. And in order to check this, you can just look up your website on your phone or have one of your friends do it, and really see if there's anything that needs to be improved for the user experience or the user interaction, because that's really important. A majority of people are probably going to visit your site from their phones instead of their desktops or their iPads or their tablets. So making sure that your font is the right size and adjust to the phone dimensions, making sure all the pages show up organized for the mobile settings is very important. So you should not neglect that when it comes to technical SEO, and that's very important as well. And you can monitor and kind of get suggestions with your on-page SEO through certain SEO tools like Yoast. I love Yoast SEO, and no, I'm not a sponsor or anything for them. I actually use the free version of Yoast, and it's helped me out so much. And you don't have to pay anything for it if you use the free version, obviously. So that is something I would definitely check out if I were you. And I've been using it for almost 2 years, and I have been able to rank on Google on the top 5 pages of Google, so with my own website. So that's just a little tip that I'm giving you. People that are watching this video may be wondering, why is SEO important? Why should I worry about this? And it's because SEO, I like to think of it as you building a building or something like that. I compare it to construction work, where SEO is pretty much the foundation of your website, whether you know it or not. SEO can, if you want to turn your blog into a business, SEO helps you lay the foundation and create longevity. And I'll tell you why this is. This is because when you perfect your SEO strategy and you're ranking on one of the world's top search engines like Google, people are going to discover you from all over the world. And this is for free. When you're doing SEO, you don't have to use paid advertising or marketing. If you are on the first page or second page of Google, people are just going to find you naturally, and that can really help your blog. That can help you sell products. That can help you get money from advertising stuff on your website. And all around, SEO, like I said before, creates longevity and really sets your blog up for success. That's only if you do it right. And figuring out SEO is not easy, and it takes time, but once you figure it out, you won't regret the time and the frustration and everything that you felt while trying to figure it out, because it will be worth your while. When you build a building, every building needs a foundation, or else what's going to happen to the building if they try to build a building without a foundation? They're not going to be able to, or I'm not really into construction, but if they are able to, it's not going to be very secure. It's going to collapse, and that can potentially happen to your website if you want to be around for the long haul and you have no foundation and you're not doing good at SEO. It can potentially ruin your blog. So it's very important to think about things like this. And you want to create longevity and be sustainable and be around for the long haul. And perfecting your SEO strategy and ranking on Google will help you do just that. So it's important to keep all that in mind. A lot of you may be thinking, okay, now that I know that SEO is important, now that I know what it is, and the 3 main components of SEO, so what do I do now? How do I implement that in my blog, and how do I set goals? Well, for SEO, you want to set SMART goals. And this is an acronym, SMART, SMART. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So you want to set specific goals for your site, such as, let's say you want to rank for certain keywords because you're in a certain niche. let's say I'm in the dog niche and I wanna, or animal niche, and I like to write product reviews for animal products. I would focus on specific keywords for animal products that I could potentially rank for, and you have to be really specific about the goal. And this can look different for people in different niches, so it's not just one size fits all. Measurable. How do I measure if I'm getting any outcome or if what I'm doing is working with my SEO? Well, we use KPIs, key performance indicators, and key performance indicators can be anything like page views, number of sessions, bounce rate, number of subscribers you're getting. Anything like that is considered a KPI, and you can really tell if your SEO is working or not based on certain things that you want to measure and look at. For instance, if you want to get more blog traffic through your SEO strategy, then you're going to be looking at how many sessions and how many page views your blog is getting. If you want people to stay on your page longer, you want to be looking at bounce rate. If you just want more subscribers, you're going to be looking at how many people subscribe to your email. So KPIs are super important for measuring progress, so just keep that in mind. And you want your goals to be achievable and realistic. And by this, I mean, if you're just starting out, you have to be realistic about your expectations. A lot of these blogs and websites have been around for over a decade, so it's really important that you keep and set realistic goals. For example, if you're just starting out and you're in the same niche as somebody who's been around and who is established on Google, who's been around for 10 plus years, chances are, I'm not saying it's impossible because it's not, but for you to rank with the same keywords they're ranking with, it's going to be harder versus ranking for other keywords in a different niche where certain bloggers or websites haven't been around for a decade. So it's important to really be realistic about your goals and set achievable goals. And you want to really do this in a timely fashion. So that looks different for different people. Some people may want to take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year. It really depends on what your goals are for your website and how patient you are or impatient you are. So these things are super important when it comes to setting goals for your SEO strategy, and you have to keep these things in mind. So I hope you walked away from this video learning a little more about SEO than you did before. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will post videos every Tuesday and Friday, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye.